It's a good win for us. Binghamton has been playing well lately. They had a big win against Hartford the other day. So we had a nice week of practice and a lot of time to really work on some things. And I was really proud of the defensive intensity our team came out with. They really executed the game plan really, really well, and that's always nice to see. We didn't shoot the ball great, but we still won by 13. So when you don't shoot the ball great and you still win by double digits, that's always good. So,
Tanisha, what did you guys work on defensively to stop them?
We worked on a lot. Like, we worked on our guard switch on their diagonal plays. We worked on hedging, perfecting our hedging with the posts and guards getting over. And our real defense was very important, playing Binghamton. So we worked on that.
I'm sorry, your what defense?
Real help defense.
RAIL. That's what we call it.
I'll just make it.
Well, you did a good job on Watkins. You made Watkins work for everything, too.
Yeah.
Is that part of the plan?
Yeah, that was part of the plan. We know she likes to, pump fake, jab, and get you up in the air and go by you. So the whole time I was just trying to stay down and make every shot hard for her.
The other thing, I mean, there was some surprise. Kristen Johnson came in, gave you like 4 quality minutes right there. Gets a rebound, gets a basket, when the game's still in doubt. I mean, you guys got to lift from a few people there. Siggy?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, KJ is definitely, coming off the bench, she's always ready. And she knows what the game plan is, and she's a very smart player, too. So when she gets in there, she's not going to make any mental mistakes. And she works really hard in practice, and she doesn't get a lot of minutes, but when she does, she makes the best of it. 4 points in 5 minutes, along with 3 rebounds. And she didn't miss a shot, yeah. Oh, and an assist, too, yeah.
It's pretty good stat line.
You came in, you pointed at something. Was that 3-point shooting?
Oh, yeah. I thought I won for 9. But.
Yeah, the funny thing that one was huge, though, because you were up by 4 that made it 7. You just got to keep shooting, right, in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to fall. But, well, this game they didn't really fall, but usually they do. So.
But
I'm pretty sure next game they're going to fall because they didn't fall this game. Statistically, they're going to fall.
Yeah, that's right.
Siggy, obviously probably going to be your last home game, probably your career. I mean, can you just talk about, what you're going to remember most, take away from the career here?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a blur. It just went by so quickly, freshman year through my senior year here, on the same court pretty much. But I think I've learned a lot in terms of basketball, in terms of everything else too. And I'm excited what this team is going to do next year.
Tanisha, rebounding, key. You guys rebounded very well.
Yeah. Well, we know that James number 5 likes to crash the board. 33, Carmody, I think that's her name. And as well as 11. So, Coach Amy emphasized us rebounding, finding our man and boxing out, and we did that.
Because before we talk about next year, how about next weekend? This conference, have you seen it so evenly matched? I mean, it looks like almost anyone can beat. I mean, you've beat just about everyone, but I'm sure. How do you see that?
Yeah, I mean, this year in conference is definitely more even than it was last year. And I think for our team, it's consistency. We got to play consistently well, got to eliminate the bad, and we can beat anybody if we do that.
Anything else with players?
What has Siggy meant to you?
A lot. Siggy meant a lot. Coming in from another school, I was worried about the team. But everybody here last year took me in, and then Siggy, my role last year was to push Siggy, and she doesn't know, but she really pushed me a lot as well, even though I wasn't playing last year. And she still continues to push me even to this year. And just sitting back and seeing all her work ethic it's amazing, and it rubs off on you, and you just want to be as great player as Siggy. So.
And I personally just want to thank you for being such a role model to my daughter. Really appreciate it. I wanted you to know that.
Thanks, girls.
Yes, thank you.
So you know where you're going?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. 4 years, you might want to know where you're going.
Well, they haven't, I don't think we've been up there this year. Maybe this year, yeah.
So they love playing in Bangor. Is Portland, it's in Maine, but is it still sort of a neutral court? Or is
Oh,
it-
I would say it's neutral. I mean, we've never been in the arena, so that's everyone's on an even ground there. It's in our home state, and we hope we have a nice crowd down there. But it's definitely nicer than driving to Binghamton and having to play, for sure. There's no doubt about that. So we're excited. You know, we got together on Tuesday and said, you know, kind of laid out the next 2 weeks and how much we have to improve and practice and, you know, that kind of thing. And the kids have really bought in. I mean, they're doing stuff on their own. They're watching film. They're getting shots up. And it's kind of a different feel than we've had all year. And so I think they're excited for the tournament. I'm glad that we were able to really focus in on this game. And who knows? I mean, we're either playing Binghamton or Hartford next weekend, and we'll find out in about an hour. And then once we find out, we'll get right back ready to figure out, you know, our game plan. And like you guys said, it is really a wide open tournament. I mean, I feel very confident going against any team. That being said, any team can beat us, you know. So we need to, as coaches, need to do a good job of getting them ready. And I will say, the assistant coaches. And I'm not including myself in this because they did it. Coach Eddie, Sam, and Jazz did a phenomenal job this week in preparing them for this team. These kids knew everything that the kid that Binghamton was going to do individually. Every play they were going to run, what they like to do, they knew it. And that's a direct credit to those three. So,
Are they starting to sense some urgency? I mean, the cliche is you're no longer freshmen.
Yeah.
I mean, is it time?
Yeah, I think they're definitely tired of hearing about that, about being freshmen. The reality is they are, but they're tired of it, you know, and I tell them, you know, if you don't want people to say that anymore, you have to play consistently, you know, and they understand that, and I think they're ready for the challenge. We'll see if they can step up to the challenge next weekend.
How do you feel about it right now as far as one of the things that I know we've chatted before is with such a young team, it's like a work in progress. You're trying to find the right rotation for the right situation. Do you feel better now that you know who can play against who, where, what, so-and-so? I mean, because there's still, you never know.
Yeah. I mean, there's still, you know, you don't know 100% what you're going to get. Like, for right now, I feel I know what I'm going to get from Siggy right now. I feel like I know what we're going to get from Tanisha right now. And, you know, those two, that's what we need. You know, we need to know what we're going to get from them every night. But I think they're excited. You know, a lot of them, this is all new. They don't know what the postseason is. You know, they don't know. And so it's an exciting time. I felt really good coming into this game, and I'm excited for the week to get ready for next weekend. So.
Siggy meant over 4 years, what she meant to the program and as a person and as a player.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much people could hear what was said about her when she was introduced, but pretty much that's what it was, is she will go down as one of the, I would say, in the top 2 of the hardest workers ever in this program that I've seen. The kid is just phenomenal, and not just on the court. I mean, academically, as a person, you know, anything she does, she puts 110% into it. And and she's humble, and she's finally kind of come into her own of realizing, you know what, this is my team, and I am the player on this team. And so that's been nice to see. But that kid just, I mean, I would, if I had a daughter, I'd want a daughter to be like Siggy, and not because she's a good basketball player, but everything else about her. And so we've been very fortunate to have her for 4 years.
That's why it's a valley.
Yeah.
I've never had somebody do that with my kid.
Yeah.
She takes the time to be her friend off the court.
Yeah.
And on it. So
Yeah, she's one of a kind, for sure. One of a kind.
If you say one of the top 2 hardest workers.
I mean, I played with Cindy, and Cindy was always in the gym. So, I mean, I'm not going to say she wasn't. So, like I said, I haven't been around for every year, but those 2, in my experience, are the 2 hardest workers I've ever seen. Yeah.
Thanks, Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.